Yo! Perfidious Pete here, back into the watery depths to cool the fires of my unbridled rage with a little bit of Subnautica. What's up, chat? How you guys doing this Wednesday evening? Better than myself, I hope. I'm in an absolute and total furor. There's a PGA Championship being held in St. Louis this week in Town and Country, which happens to be right between me and work. So the extra traffic has cost me about, let's say 4.5 hours of commute time this week so far, and it's only delightfully Wednesday. So I've got another like double way 90-minute commute to look forward to for the rest of the week, and honestly, pretty salty. Hey, Clock Tower, thanks very much for the raid. If a raid is offensive, you can moderate it in chat settings. I am offended by you coming to my channel with viewers, Clock Tower. How dare you? How dare you? Mostly I'm offended by the fact that it's taken me like an hour and a half to get to work because there's a busload of entitled elderly people who want to go watch somebody hit a small ball around a pasture and then chase it. How dare I? Exactly, how dare you? The temerity. Does anybody remember what we were doing in Subnautica? The last thing I can remember is we had a very nice talk with a nice fish lady who wanted us to like help her out. She was large-ish, but, you know, I'm not one to fire shots about anybody about their size. I'm a large man myself. I prefer to think of her as like a plus-sized fish, and I'm okay with it. I thought we were actually down in her lair, but it appears that we are not. Do we have like a task list or something, game? How about a little, like a little reminder? It's been a while since we played Subnautica, and ideally I'd kind of like to finish it up this evening. Anybody see that eagle shot at the PGA today? Amazing. I'm assuming someone in the crowd probably killed a majestic bird with a gun, if that's what you're talking about. We were getting shit together for some serum. What do we need specifically to do that? My young need to hatch to play outside. Yeah. What is it that you need to hatch your young, though, lady? Now, these are, like, reverse chronological order.
What, mate? Where you going?
Canny Light, thanks very much for the subscription. It auto-renewed, so here's another $10. Canny Light subscribing at that imperialist swine level with actual money. I think you're out of your damn mind, but you know what? I appreciate the crazy support. Thanks very much, Canny Light. Let's get some stabbies in chat for Canny. What the hell were we doing, by the way? So, like, I need more specific. We were gathering stuff for a serum, but what is it that I need to make the serum? Do I have blueprints, maybe, for the serum? Let's go take a look at the old blueprint matrix here and see if we've got a serum blueprint. We still don't know how to make a light stick. I can make a rocket capable of interstellar travel, but a stick with a light on the end of it? Nah, haven't puzzled that one out yet. A little bit of hype. There you go. Chat's losing their minds. Whole bunch of random-ass plants. You should have the recipe somewhere. But where's the recipe, though? That's the thing,
You what,
chat.
mate? Where you going?
Iskar Jirok, thanks very much for the subscription as well. See, now there's a man who knows what he's about. 14 months in a row for Iskar. Crazy-ass lunatic. I want to see 14 stabbies in chat. And maybe an imperialist swine from Canny Light. We do not appear to have this recipe. What do I need to manufacture you? Oh, you know what? It's probably the... I bet the recipe is part of our... It's probably in the fabricator. Like, if we go back to the Cyclops, I bet we can find the recipe there. Also, I really want to build the launch platform and get the shit off of this planet. What do the Neptune boosters take? Nickel ore and aerogel. We can make that. Grav trap, creature decoy, sea glass. We still don't have... We have never made a flare or a pathfinder tool. Stasis rifle, orange tablets, floating air pumps. Like, I feel like if we had this recipe, it would be in this section. With the purple and orange tablets. We do not have a recipe for this shit, though. Absolutely not even... No, we definitely don't. Never mind, it's right here. Pete, hatching enzymes. You're blind. You should really learn to read. Candy Light, how are you not a mod, dog? Here, let's just fix that. There you go. Enjoy a sword icon as well. That's my boy. Hatching enzymes. So we need an eye stalk seed, seed crown seed, a fungal sample, some ghost weed, and a bulb bush. Well, I do love bush, Chad. What can I say? Let's get to it then. All right, we're going to go find... Most of these things, I think, should be relatively nearer all of the exits. And we conveniently left ourselves a sea moth in the area. Let's go jump in this bad boy and see what we're about. Hop in. Why does chat... Hold on a second. Chat is yelling at me. It says no matches. Chat, why do you say this? There we go. Now you can go ahead and emote to your heart's content. I actually really need to lift the emote restriction a little bit. Somebody remind me to tweak Moobot a little bit and up that number. I think it's set to 5, maybe? I could up that, like 10. So, Bullbush, let's review again, because I already forgot. An eye stalk seed. We, I think, have an eye stalk plant growing in our main base, if memory serves me correctly. Oh, hello, Warper. You know what? No, I'm not going to mess with you at the moment. I'll just take shelter in my safety cave. I'll come back here in my room with my blanket where it's safe and quiet. You can't touch me. A fungal sample. Fungal sample, I believe, comes from, like, we should be able to get one of those down in the mushroom cave. Ghostweed, I don't recall. Bullbush, I'm not sure we've ever seen a sea crown. Alright, let's head down to the... Well, are we going to be able to take this thing down to the depths? It can only go to 300 meters. That's not very deep. I kind of feel like maybe we should get our Cyclops out. Have it run around. We've got all of our magic portals that link us back to the middle, so it shouldn't be too terribly hard for us to find... Get these things, tag out, get them back, and then all we got to do is build the rocket once we got this nasty case of the HIV we got working cured up, and then we're gone. Sorry, Peeper. It was a drive-by peepering. Oh, you know what? I think this area over here, if memory serves me correctly, there's like a little flat area over here with like some weed forest or some shit in it. Yeah, okay. You're right. Sorry. A little bit of crush depth damage there. All things considered, though, it's fine. This Warper is pissing me off. You want to beat it, scumbag? What did I do to you? I'm just cruising around in my Seamoth. Homeboy got to start fronting. He sees us rolling in our Seamoth. He's like, man, boy is swag. Got a sweet Seamoth cruising around. Gonna get all the fishy ladies. It's jealousy. That's what it is. He's jealous because he knows we're making time with his fish mama, and he won't get any. He's be like, man, I know Pete's gonna win the heart of the Emperor Fish Lady, and then I'm just gonna be here stuck on this planet by myself, alone. Does it look like your insane overtime will be slowing down a little bit in the future? Well, I mean, I don't know. We'll see. This week has not been quite as bad. Don't I have the electroshock thing installed on this? I do not. I was hoping I could shock the shit out of that guy and make him leave us alone. None of these things appear to be the thing that we are looking for. I mean, I hear a reef back, which is nice, but not really what we're... We should just go to the fungus cave. The fungus cave should have our fungus sample. I'm almost positive we can get one of those down there. Am I dying of dehydration? I am. We should go back to our main base then. We're not that far away. We can make it. We'll go back to the main base. We'll get some food. We'll get a little water. Hydrated. It's important to stay hydrated, chat. Some streamers have a bot that reminds them to drink fluid. I'm not one of those streamers. Overly hydrated. Have no stabbies, but I have fire. Fire will do. Okay, this jerk fish is pissing me off here. You want to take a hike, man? Why you got to come up here and start a ruckus? This dude is super jealous of our relationship with the Leviathan Queen. He knows we're going to marry into the family and be royalty. We're going to usurp his throne. He's pissed off about it. Possibly rightly so. Perfidious Pete, usurper. That's what I want to be known in go down in history as. I just want to be known as the usurper. Pete the usurper. Not like Ethelred the Unready or Charlemagne or Cyrus the Great. I just want to be known as Pete the usurper. And Pete the man who does drive-bys on peepers 24/7. Peeper drive-by. Wait, is it actually a drive-by if you just run them over with your car? Isn't that more of like a vehicular homicide or a hit and run? I think I may have my crimes confused. It's not a drive-by. It's just a straight-up hit and run. We're not, like, taking somebody out like they were Tupac or Biggie. We're taking out somebody more like we were Halle Berry and they were a homeless person. We need food and we need water. We can get both if we just go upstairs and eat an entire tree. Which I believe I have left. Yes. I will need this entire tree. Tree, I'm going to need all of your flesh and most of your skin.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Well, that's good. Wouldn't want our vital signs being unstable. I got enough instability in my life. I don't need my vital signs trying to get in on that action, too. Yo, Chad, how many times have you had to clean toilets as part of your job duties? A lot, actually. Probably mine would be in, I would guess, the thousands. It'd be the low thousands, but it would be in the thousands. Back in the day when I used to be a lifeguard, part of our lifeguarding duties was to make sure the facilities were clean. Gotta say, little kids at a pool, they're not exactly the most fastidious in their toileting habits. In that they basically just blast shit and piss wherever they want, which is one of the reasons why I don't like kids that much. They just blast excrement everywhere. It's just like they can't help themselves. It's just like poop flies out of them occasionally and they got no control over it. I don't want to be around that noise. I demand that you maintain control of your sphincter. Like, I got pretty low standards for what it takes to get me to associate with you. I set the bar low, but randomly, if you just let excrement fly out of your various orifices with no control whatsoever, that's where I draw the line. Perfidious Pete was a lifeguard. In my younger years, yes, I was a lifeguard at a municipal pool for like 5 years. I mean, you know, I did it for a while. What did I hit? Did I hit a ray? I must have hit a rabbit ray, I guess. Also, what is that noise? Are we near a... Oh, we're near a volcanic vent. I am going the wrong way. My goal is to get down to the mushroom cave, baby. How many hours you work today, Pete? Well, are we counting my golf-inspired commute as part of my workday, or are we just gonna set that by the wayside? I can't really pin that on work, except for the fact that work was the reason that I got stuck in such maliciously shitty traffic, so... Barring that, let's see. Like, 11 and a half hours? It wasn't too bad today. I have something tagged as alien thing, but I don't know what that is. The commute isn't a part of work. You give two different numbers if you want. Well, my commute today was in total almost 3 hours, thanks to golf. But the actual work, I think, was like 11 and a half hours. This week hasn't turned out to be as shamefully ridiculous. And I'm probably going to leave early tomorrow just so I can get around the whole golf thing. Because, man, it's real fucking irritating. Don't I have a compass? I do. So I want to go, like, mostly north and east. Actually, I want to go mostly east. I'm looking for the wreckage of the ship, because that's over by where the mushroom cave is. Yeah, we're going the right way. Typically, my commute's about a half an hour each way. Today, it was more like 90 minutes. So, thanks to a bunch of entitled assholes and BMWs who really were driving poorly as well. They got to, you know, triple it. I was not pleased. Although I did make liberal use of the finger on my way home, so, you know, there's that. Fix toilets fairly regularly. Was the president there? I don't know. He's an entitled asshole, so probably. I can't really imagine anything that's got to be more boring than standing outside in the... It was unpleasant outside today, too. It was like 92 degrees with about a 65% relative humidity here in St. Louis. Why the hell would you want to stand outside in that all day in the sun to watch somebody chase a fucking golf ball around the course? And not only why would you want to spend your time doing that, but also your money, because that shit ain't free. Like, tickets for that tournament are expensive. It's usually unpleasant outside in the Midwest. I don't disagree with that. It's one of the reasons why I rarely go outside. I bet sailors take nasty shits. Why would a sailor's average bowel movement be any nastier than anybody else's? I think you're unfairly maligning sailors. What did they ever do to you? Well, I mean, I know what they did to you, PJ. Probably at some point, at least one sailor has broken your heart. This seems like the kind of place we might find a fungal sample. Or we could just go into the mushroom cave. If I can remember where the mushroom cave is. I want to say it's in this neighborhood. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You look like... Hold on a second. Are you one of the things that we need? I did not mean to do that, but I'm sure it's fine. We need to know specifically what it is that we need. So hatching remedies, a bull bush sample, ghostweed seed, sea crown, and eye stalks. All of this stuff seems like it comes from way further in the depths than we're going to be able to get to easily. Veined metal, not it. All this stuff seems like it comes from way deeper down than we're going to be able to get without our Cyclops. Finally getting around to reading the Aeronaut's Windlass. No spoilers, Chad. It's actually on my list. I haven't read it yet. I'm waiting for Butcher to finish the other ones before I start, because I know once I start it, I'm going to want to read them all. I'm a Jim Butcher junkie. I can't help myself. I've already got serious withdrawal symptoms because he hasn't written a Dresden File novel in, like, almost 2 years, I think, now. It's been a while. Starting to get worried about him. Pretty nasty food from the mess hall, and it trickles down to nasty sailor shits. Here I am trying to salvage the reputation of sailors, and Clock Tower's just piling on. He's like, no, we have the nastiest shits. I'm trying to save your brothers, and you're just like, nah, they're actually pretty disgusting. This is real foul. It's like a Popeye's chicken shit and a Taco Bell shit had a really particularly nasty, smelly baby. Read Kings of the Wild. It's a great book. Who wrote it? That's my first question. It's always the first question. Who wrote it? I'm gonna take off here, champ. I mean, I didn't do anything to you. Ah, proposed Degrassi habitat. That is not what I'm looking for, actually. Or is it? Don't we have a beacon that will tell us where this thing is? We should have a beacon set for this bad boy. West base, deep base, south base. Signal 12 life pod is not it. Life pod before she abandoned it. Stranded near a cave. Is it the proposed Degrassi habitat? That might actually be it. It's also 500 meters down, which means we're not going to be able to get to it. Our Seamoth can't go deep enough. Perfidious Pete, will you proofread my fanfic? Do you want, like, editing services and whatnot? Because if you want editing services, I mean, I can do that, but it's going to cost you. I'm like 25 cents a page. You need to just read the Aeronaut's Windlass. Jim Butcher has slowed down a lot on his writing. Yeah, it seems like he's kind of backed off on his pace a little bit since he got married. Alien Hole is not it. It's not West. It's not any of these things. It should be proposed Degrassi habitat. Let's go check it out. Can I pay in handies? No. You can pay in literal quarters, but... Doing a lot of side projects, games, comics, and whatnot. I'm not hating. I'm just, you know, eager, that I would say. I really like his work, and I would like as much of it in my life as possible. I'm content to wait. It's not like we have a lot of the George R.R. Martin stuff to worry about. It seems vastly less likely that Jim Butcher's just going to drop dead. One, because he's younger, and two, he seems like a much healthier dude. Lifts a lot of weights. He's kind of a fitness buff. It seems like he's going to be less prone to just croaking. Pete says, as simultaneously Jim Butcher's in a doctor's office somewhere being diagnosed with a brain tumor. I just killed Jim Butcher. Fuck. God damn it. I accidentally murdered him by saying he seems like a healthy dude. I feel bad for his wife now. I'm sorry, ma'am. I didn't mean to kill your husband. This does not seem like the right way. Like, not at all. Yeah, thanks. I'm coming back up, actually. Are you one of the things that we need? Is this the island? Are we over by the giant floating island? Like, we might be over by the giant floating island. Which, if that's the case, we're definitely not in the right spot. Marry, fuck, kill. JFK, MLK, or FDR? Okay, this is gonna sound unconventional. I'm gonna fuck FDR. I'm gonna marry Martin Luther King. And I'm gonna kill JFK. Because, I mean, he's already dead and it's taken care of for you. Pete, are you missing a depth module? Actually, didn't we leave our other Seamoth somewhere else? Where the hell did we leave our other Seamoth, chat? But I'm gonna fuck FDR, because honestly, dudes in wheelchairs turn me on. I'm gonna marry Martin Luther King, just because he seems like, you know, he would make you a better person. Just in general, he'd be, like, by hanging him around him, some of his goodness would come off on osmosis and just wear off on you. And I'm gonna kill JFK, because he was a philandering scumbag. And also, you know, Lee Harvey Oswald's gonna make it easy on you. There you go. Mayo versus tartar sauce on fries. I gotta go with mayo. I'm not sure. Tartar sauce on fries? Does anybody do that anywhere? I know in Europe, mayonnaise on French fries is kind of a big deal, and they have that artisanal mayonnaise stuff that is big in Japan. I don't know if anybody really goes for tartar sauce, though. On French fries? I don't even like tartar sauce on fish. So we have a base over here. Did I leave anything important here? Probably food, I'm gonna guess. There are rubies over here, which we should pick up, because we do have to make some aerogel. Doesn't aerogel take rubies, chat? Gotta put some goop in the thing. You like my specific science talk? Hey, chat, we gotta put some goop in the thing. Science. Show up for a nice stream with Pete for the night, and the first thing I hear is the abomination that is tartar sauce on French fries. It wasn't my suggestion. I'm just as confounded as you are, chat. I don't get it either, Mighty. It doesn't seem like the kind of thing one should put on French fries. I'm right there with you. This is a chat proposed question. They're saying which is better, mayonnaise or tartar sauce. I'm confused by both because I don't really want either on my French fry. Give me ketchup, baby. I'm old-fashioned. Let's go grab those rubies then. I guess we're going to have to go back to find our Cyclops and get it out of here, because everything is too deep down for this particular vehicle to kind of get to. Although we did leave another Seamoth like 1,000 meters down. How is it down that deep and not destroyed? There's got to be a way. Ever had fry sauce? That's mostly mayo. I mean, I'll give you the mayonnaise, chat. I'll give you the mayonnaise. I can see mayonnaise on fries. You're talking to a man who occasionally just eats mayonnaise on toast. And I like it. But, I mean, that's a far cry from tartar sauce, though, chat. Tartar sauce? Also, isn't tartar sauce technically kind of racist? Why you gotta put a racist sauce on stuff, man? Why your sauce gotta be a racist? I guess we'll grab this uranite. A little bit of ruby. More uranite? Sure, we'll grab it. I mean, while we're over here. This is brain coral? A membrane tree? That's not one of the things that's on our list. Chad, if you spot something that's on the list and I don't notice it, sing out, because, again, I'm going to, you know, not notice it. Man, there's a ton of ruby in this cave. It's a cave of wonders, Chad. We can go full fucking Aladdin on this shit. 10,000 years in here ought to chill me out. Another brain tree. Give me that dank ruby. I mean more of that ruby. We really don't need any more uranite, though. I feel like we've got plenty of that. Anything else in here worth stealing? Another ruby. Where you at, Ruby Rose? Come to Pete.